This story is from about 100 years ago. Back then, huge monsters called Titans appeared and caused total destruction for humanity. They literally devoured people like they were nothing. They'd eat anyone who came their way. To save themselves, humans built massive walls and managed to keep the Titans at bay for a while. But who knows how long those walls will hold up, or how long people can keep escaping the Titans. One day, near the outermost wall, Aaron meets up with his friends Armin and Mikasa. He's standing on an old missile, lost in thought. It's always been like this. Will we ever get to see the world beyond these walls? Aaron never wanted to spend his whole life trapped inside. He wanted to see what's out there. Angry, he kicks a missile. Then, they all come across a picture of the sea that leaves them stunned. Seeing it, Mikasa wonders what the real sea must be like if it looks like this in a photo. Aaron tells Mikasa that one day, they'll all get to see it. The group sneaks up close to the massive wall, and seeing it up close leaves them all amazed. Erwin plans to climb the wall, but Mikasa tries to stop him because she's afraid of breaking the rules. Armin warns his friend that there are Titans outside, but Erwin thinks they won't be alive since no one has seen them for the past 100 years. Just then, some scout soldiers arrive and start arresting them for breaking the rules. Seeing his friends in trouble, Erwin fights the scouts without caring about himself. Suddenly, a soldier points a gun at him. Yeah, but the scout regiment leader tells him to put his gun down and leave, saying he'll handle those who break the rules himself. After the scouts leave, the guy mocks Aaron's foolishness. Still, he also understands Aaron's desire to see the outside world. He tells everyone they don't need to go out themselves because the army has recently decided to go beyond the wall. If you want, you can go with the scouts. Just then, a loud explosion happens and the wall starts breaking apart like an earthquake hits. Everyone looks up and sees a huge Titan wrapped in flames coming toward them. All the scouts were shocked to see this. Then the Titan kicks down the wall from below and disappears into the smoke. After a brief moment of silence, Aaron and the others notice several terrifying-faced Titans entering. The Titans head straight for the city, while the army does everything they can to stop them. They attack the Titans with cannons and gunpowder, but it only holds them off for a little while, because these monsters heal themselves really fast. Then the Titans started moving toward the soldiers, grabbed them, and just swallowed them whole. Aaron ran toward the city with his friends, while Armin went off looking for his parents. The city was in total chaos, with massive destruction everywhere. The Titans chased people into the crowded areas, smashing buildings and picking off people one by one to eat. Aaron and Mikasa reached a church and saw people desperately trying to get inside. Mikasa gets separated when she tries to save a kid lying on the street. The crowd pushes Aaron inside the church, and he can't get to Mikasa. The people inside, scared, shut the door and don't let anyone else in. Aaron is stuck. He sees a scary Titan with sharp teeth coming toward Mikasa. She gets scared and freezes, realizing this might be her fate. Then suddenly, there's a loud explosion that makes everyone step back. When Aaron looked outside, both Mikasa and that scary Titan were gone. He rushed out immediately. As soon as he stepped outside, everyone quickly shut the door behind him. After getting up, Aaron couldn't believe his eyes. The whole town was destroyed. When he turned around, he saw a bunch of Titans surrounding the church from all sides. Those monsters smashed the entire church like it was a box and started eating everyone inside one by one. Aaron was already in shock. Feeling helpless, he staggered away from there. 2 years later, the army retook the outer lakes. They were planning to take control of the area that got smashed in that attack. Everyone had to stay inside the middle wall, but the outer area where farming was done was left empty, which caused a huge shortage of food and people started dying slowly. Now, the scout soldiers' goal was to fix the walls and take back their land to save people from starvation. Commander Kubo called his weapons expert, Captain Hins, who showed all the scouts a new grappling device that would help them kill the Titans. Aaron was with his friend Armin. McCocker joins the scouts who had survived that tragic incident from 2 years ago. He meets Captain Saldo, who is helping distribute food and looks pretty down. Armin explains to his team that their mission is to blow up the upper part of the wall so it falls down and blocks the path. If we succeed, the wall will be a bit higher and the Titans won't be able to get inside. Then we can take down the remaining Titans and reclaim our land. All the scouts get ready to head out as the sun sets because Titans usually sleep at night, but they're really sensitive to sounds. So, the scouts have to stay quiet to stay safe. As soon as the main gate opened, the soldiers jumped into their vehicles and drove out. As they were moving away from the second wall, their captain noticed something strange up ahead and told everyone to stop. The scouts got out of the vehicles to check the nearby area, but all they could see were some animals, nothing else. Then, one of the team members, Hannah, heard a baby crying inside a building and decided to go in, even though it was hard for a kid to be there. She quickly ran for help, but Aaron pushed her back to keep her safe since he had already lost Mikasa once. They both went inside, deeper and deeper. As they moved forward, the crying got louder. Suddenly, something sticky fell on Hannah's face. When they looked up, there was a baby Titan eating a person. Then the Titan fell down and started crying. Seeing this, Aaron and Hannah quickly ran away from there. That noise alerted the other scouts outside. He tried to calm everyone down so the Titans wouldn't notice them. But before he could finish, a Titan grabbed him. Titans were right behind Aaron, who was running back toward his team. Seeing the danger, the commander told the other scouts to stay put because their only option was to run. The others sprinted toward the nearest building to escape the Titan. Then, out of nowhere, a huge Titan appeared right in front of them. Everyone could clearly see their death coming. Suddenly, Reiner appeared. The team captain, Shikishima, rushes in and strikes the Titan right at the back of its neck, taking it down. See, the only way to kill Titans is to hit the weak spot at the back of their neck. Just then, another Titan starts moving toward the scouts. Suddenly, a girl shows up and easily takes down that Titan. When she turns around, it turns out to be Mikasa. She even ignores Aaron when she sees him, and both of them head off toward the buildings. Meanwhile, Aaron is left stunned by that encounter. On the other side, we see that Shikishima was guarding the explosives on the commander's orders. But no one was told where the explosives were kept to avoid any accidents. The commander shows Cabo Captain the underground path where humanity's last hope is hidden. A team member accuses Jean of drawing the Titans toward them and nearly getting everyone killed. An argument breaks out between the two, and everyone just watches. Then Mikasa arrives and stops the fight. The captain asks Aaron her name. Surprisingly, Shikishima recognizes Aaron as soon as he hears her name. He asks where she's from and takes Aaron aside to talk privately. The captain asks her, "Why do you hate Titans so much?" Aaron replies that Titans took away humans' freedom and they eat people so mercilessly, like our lives don't even matter. Shikishima disagrees and says the real problem is humans themselves because by staying locked inside the walls, they've forgotten how to fight. Then the captain tells her, "You're just like a machine that works in the fields." Hearing this, Aaron gets angry. He denies what he said. Shikishima smiled and said, "Let go of your fears and fight the Titan to take back your freedom." Just then, Aaron saw Mikasa near a broken piano. He told Mikasa, "I'm glad you're alive." But Mikasa didn't look happy to see him. She explained that the kid she tried to save was eaten by a Titan. Then Mikasa showed Aaron a scar on her body and said, "This world is really cruel." Right at that moment, the captain cut them off. Not just that, it shows that Mikasa has forgotten him, and now he has no one left. Aaron realizes that Mikasa is no longer the girl he had feelings for. Aaron steps outside and starts yelling loudly to cool off his anger. Just then, Hannah comes over and calms him down, saying, Forget about her. Then they head towards the shelter with their team. Hannah explains that she had to leave her daughter behind to come here. As they're talking, Aaron suddenly notices an eye staring at them. It turns out to be a titan that opens its mouth, grabs Hannah, and swallows her whole. Meanwhile, Aaron freezes up out of fear and can't do anything. He just watches. A bunch of titans start moving toward the building. Seeing this, the soldiers quickly back off. Then the scouts launch an attack on the titans to slow them down a bit. The captain dodges their attacks and strikes directly at their weak spots, taking them down one by one. Mikasa is fighting bravely too, putting all her strength into battling the titans. At the same time, she's protecting her teammates from the titans. A lot of scouts got killed in this fight because they didn't have much experience fighting titans. There's no experience here. The commander orders everyone to guard the explosives. Then we see a woman crying because her husband was killed trying to save her. Captain Zelda pulls her away and comforts her. Just then, Captain Hinsey spots someone stealing a truck loaded with bombs. As the truck is driving away, the woman jumps on it and sets the explosives on fire. Then she jumps inside the truck, fights off the thief, and throws him out. She drives the truck straight towards that titan. The titan that was growing had swallowed her husband, and she slammed that monster hard with the truck, causing a huge explosion. But the attack was useless because the titan quickly recovered and started eating people again. Aaron saw a scout hiding on the roof and told him that hiding like a coward won't help. You have to fight bravely like the others. But the guy admitted he was too weak. Then Aaron remembered what Captain Shigashima had told him. Filled with determination, Aaron faced the titans. He steps forward trying to kill it, but he doesn't really know how to handle the device. Seeing Armin's bravery, Shikishima advises him to attack. Armin charges straight at the titan and manages to take it down. He was so happy that he made a mistake and fell right into the titan's mouth. The monster bit off one of his legs and threw him onto the roof. The scouts saw that their friend Jean was still stuck on the building. Armin came up with a plan to save him. They all started shouting loudly to create a distraction and draw the titan's attention. He manages to pull him closer. The plan works, and as soon as Jean gets the chance, he charges straight at a titan and knocks it down. Everyone else tries to run away from there, but a titan grabs Armin and is about to eat him. All the scouts attack the monster multiple times, but their blows don't affect it. Seeing his friend in danger, Aaron stands up, ignoring his injuries. The titan is about to swallow Armin whole, but Armin tries to get out. At the last moment, Aaron grabs his friend's hand. He grabs hold and, keeping the titan's mouth open, throws Armin out and slips inside himself. When he looks inside the titan's stomach, he sees a bunch of bodies lying there, including Hyannis. Holding her body, he screams that he'll kill every single titan. Just then, we see the rest of the survivors surrounded by titans. Mikasa rushes over with the team to help, but finds out that Aaron is already dead. Seeing his severed hand, she can't believe it and struggles to keep herself together. She decided to step forward and attack to clear the way for her comrades. She pounced on the titans and took them down one by one. Just then, Mikasa's gear ran out of gas. She quickly fell to the ground. That's when she saw the giant titan that had swallowed Aaron moving toward her. But Mikasa still didn't back down. Strangely, the titan started to reverse. At that moment, a hand shot out from inside the titan, and its body shattered into pieces, revealing a Warhammer Titan who. It looked absolutely terrifying. He screamed in anger and charged at the other titans, attacking and taking them down one by one. Everyone else was shocked because they had never seen a titan kill others like them before. The berserker kept tearing apart the titans, attacking him relentlessly. Mikasa found his fighting style familiar. Commander Suda watched him closely during the fight and was sure this titan had to be Aaron. The berserker wiped out all the enemies and yelled out in rage. Suddenly, he was on the roof. He runs toward them, seeing the standing scouts. Everyone backs off in fear except Mikasa. She quickly calls out Aaron's name loudly, and the Titan pauses for a moment. It grabs Mesa and lifts him up. It keeps staring at Mesa and slowly starts recognizing him. Aaron regains consciousness, and as soon as he falls to the ground, he begins shifting back to his original form. The Titan's body disperses into smoke, and Mikasa quickly climbs onto it with her swords. With a single strike, she slashes its neck and pulls Aaron out of that body. The surprising thing was that Aaron's hands and feet had regenerated. Seeing this, everyone couldn't believe their eyes. Even the captain was happy to see Aaron, and with that, our movie ends here.